kitty, 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 kitty. Kitty, 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 kitty. Hey, Spooky. Come on. Cleo. Where you at, Cleo? Oh, there comes Cleo. Run down the walk. There they all are. Huh. You know what time it is, don't you? It's treat time. Okay. Woo. Here we go. We're going to give you a few. Right there. There you go. That's from your friends and family, okay? Yep. There you go. Enjoy. You better get on in there, Cleo. Yeah, and the kitty crew, they eat family style. Now, I could put 3 plates out, and they'd still do this. I've tried it, and that's just the way it is. But you'll see they're all doing fine. That's Speedy there on the far right. That's Cleo in the middle, eating them up. And of course, there's my big boy, Spooky. Yep, with his collar on. I tried to take it off today. He didn't want to have no part of that. He's sort of like Trixie. Trixie loved her collars, especially with the rhinestones. I'd take it off, she'd get mad. She'd carry it around in her mouth. Of course, I had to replace it from time to time because it got rather worn. And that was a hard time. But there they all are. Well, except for Heathcliff and Major Fluffy Muffin, which come later in the day. And don't worry, they'll get some too. And they're treated well. Why? Not only because of me, but from all of you. You help me take care of the kitty crew, as well as the princess of the house, Gracie, which has hers inside. Oh, y'all made quick work of that, didn't you? Well, Spooky, there's not no more. You know, you only get a few. Still got a little kit and caboodle there from lunchtime. So enjoy that. It's your favorite. Well, as you can see, it's a beautiful day in my neighborhood. Yeah, mostly clear blue skies with some misty light clouds, ever so thin. And it's getting on in the day. I think it's a little bit after 2, 63 degrees, with a slight breeze. You can't beat this. We're having more seasonal temperatures this December than in last. We'll see how it goes around December the 23rd, when we had the Arctic blast. But hey, I wanted to sit out here on the front porch with the kitty crew, because they've been talking some too, about some things that have been going on. A problem we've been having that I just can't explain. And I'm hoping maybe y'all can help me with and tell me what's going on. We'll see. So let's sit on the front steps and the porch and talk about it. Speedy! Cleo! Cleo! You okay? Yep. Oh, well, hello there, friends and family. So glad you could show up and enjoy this afternoon in the Deep South, my neighborhood, with me. Yep, it's a fine day. Yes, it is. Oh, and I mentioned I've got a problem. It's not nothing serious, not in the nature of health or life, but it's, to me, sort of puzzling. It's sort of a mystery that I can't explain. And what that might be. Well, you know, when I started out this channel, it was just for my children and my grandchildren, close friends and family. And now, 24,900 of you have made it your place too. You're part of our friends and family as well. And we all love you. But there's been some disturbing trends here of late, and I don't understand why. And anytime something happens, you know, like say you lose a friend, you know, I don't mean they lose their life, but they just go away. They don't say why. They just sort of disappear. They avoid you or what have you. Yeah, well, that's sort of what's been going on in our community, in our neighborhood here on YouTube. And I thought, well, after thinking about this, looking back over the past videos here of late, I don't understand why. Nobody ever says the reason they're leaving or says goodbye. Now, granted, YouTube clears out non-active subscribers and people who they think may be bots because they're either inactive, they never contribute, or they just, let things play on and on and on. And that can become a problem for creators too here on YouTube. You would think it'd be a good thing if you just watch videos and let them run in the background while you do things in your life. And at one time I thought that too, but in doing some deep research into YouTube's Help Center, I found out what YouTube thinks about all that. What they do is they look at those things that continuously run, and then they judge that account, whether that may be any of you, as a bot. Yep, they do. And then they look at the views that are done that way is what they call low value views, and they take them away. Yes, they do. Especially if you don't participate below the video in the comment section. Give a thumbs up or do something to show you're not a bot. And that's also how you get unsubscribed. And doing some deep depth digging into why, because I've been unsubscribed from channels, and I know some of you have been too, how that all happens. And it's because of inactivity. It's just the way they do it. And it's not that there's a person involved, there's a program called the algorithm. It's actually, even though everybody's making a big thing about the current AI of some circumstance has been around for a long, long time. Yes, it has. In simpler terms. But yet, computer programs are developed and made and customized to make certain decisions, autonomous of man, nor woman for that matter. But anyway, the problem being is, why, when I put out a video, and this has been really prevalent, it goes from time to time, but here this last month or two, it's been rather a sharp decline. I'll put out a video, and over the course of it, might lose 3, might lose 4, might lose 10 or 12. And in a way, in my mind, I look at it this way. I don't understand why. I watched my own videos before I put them up and don't understand how I could have offended anybody. I mean, let's just take this last cooking video. It was about a Cornish game hen, which I might add, turned out really fine. It really was delicious. And I especially love the vegetables. And granted, I put a whole bunch in my old Pyrex bakeware. But that's just because I love them so much. Yeah, the Cornish game hen is juicy, young, succulent, and tender. But the vegetables, with the addition of the bouillon, the juices from that small young chicken, which is what a game hen is, and the spices I used, woo, those vegetables were mighty good. I got 3 meals out of that. I didn't think it was bad. But as far as our community and neighborhood went, we lost 3 people. And I don't understand why. And I've read through every comment that's been posted today. And that gets back to nobody ever says goodbye. Now granted, the channel, for no matter what you want to call it. I think this is our neighborhood, our community here. YouTube would call it a channel, and many do. It changes with the seasons. In the spring, we do more outdoor stuff, like we do in the summer and the fall, gardening, yard work. I talk about foraging, the different wild plants that I allow to come up in my yard. And we do a cooking video or two. In fact, some people complain during all that time I don't do many cooking videos because I'm not inside. And what I do is things that are quick and easy. And I really don't think you want to know, but if you do, I can show you too. You know, I make sandwiches, quick dishes, things I can put on a plate in a heartbeat, if you know, that don't require messing up the whole kitchen, the stove, the oven, microwave, and what have you. But yeah, what got this all started was Spooky. You know, he's my accountant, financial expert, and also another political analyst here on the channel. He's getting a little concerned. Papa, we're not going to make $25,000 by the end of the year like some hoped. And this gets all back to me when I'm talking to close friends and family late at night. Well, I never did it, ever expecting to have 24,900 of you. And the way I look at it is people can come, people will go. But after a while, when you're seeing this all happen, you got to wonder, am I offending somebody? Did they not like the way I looked? Yeah, I can see it if you're going over controversial issues or always screaming anxiety and fear. Well, maybe not, because those channels are much larger than mine. And it's rather chilly today. So if the camera shakes a little bit, hey, this is real life here. And I'm just a little old man trying to get through it, just like many of you. But I try to show during the course of a week or month when I feel up to it. And that's another big thing too. I have my own issues, and I try not to tend to harp on them. You know, I have a current issue going on with the old prostate, and we got to get a biopsy on the 4th and see what it's all about. And I'll face that problem one day at a time, no matter how it comes out. But I've tried to make this a place where if you want to know the facts, the data, when I do my deep dives, which many appreciate and some don't, I tend to lose subscribers every time I do one of them. It's funny. On the majority of my cooking videos too. And then I do the ride-abouts, because sometimes I just like to ride and clear my head. And I figure, you know, what better than to bring my friends and family along, all of you. And hey, if you don't like the commentary, what the old man says, like I tell you, just turn the volume off, put in your favorite tunes, and just enjoy the ride. And then, yep, ever since my accident on April the 25th, I haven't done a lot of walking in the woods and things of that nature. Now, I need to get back to that. But yeah, many worry about that. They worry about me being out in the woods and walking about and what all that entails. Yeah, I could trip and fall and land on something again. And the circumstances would be rather bad. And I'd be way out in the wilderness, because the big woods is rather large. But you were still going to get back to it. And we're going to do it, because you can't live life with fear. But that's what I wanted to talk about today. I wanted to talk about why some people are leaving. And maybe they're not watching this video, so we won't ever know. But if you have thoughts about why, be kind, be sincere, be honest, and let me know your thoughts. Like which videos you like. and what you don't. Now, I may change, and I might won't. Yeah, because here again, I don't do things for click and views. I do it because this is my real life, and I choose what I want to show you and what I don't, all depending on the day. But definitely check and make sure you're subscribed, because most videos, only about 54% of the views come from subscribers. The other 46% are always from those unsubscribed. And yeah, I understand my most popular videos are when we go out shopping, and we're going to do more of that. But this gets back to another thing. I'm just one little old man. I can only eat so much. I only need so much. And I got plenty of food here in my home. So I'm only buying fresh, or some wants from time to time. And I might add, many of you make sure the little old man has a little green to get some of those wants from time to time. And I appreciate all of you who do that for me. That gets back to the point where you've changed my life so much. Just knowing all of you and sharing my life and the kitty crew. But this looking for honesty, I mean, it just nags at me. And I want to know, am I doing something wrong? Isn't it just quite right? Because if it is, it's probably not something I want to show my children and my grandchildren either. And that gets back to we have a problem that I don't understand. So hey, it's getting chilly and the sun's getting low. And I need to go in and whip up some grub for tonight. You know what I'm thinking about? I'm thinking about breaking out some more cans from the pantry, because I need to eat them up and making a fabulous seafood spread for sandwiches where you can eat it on salads too. Would you like to see that? If you would, comment below the video. So hey, let's get her on in before this chill sets in and the light dims. And I hope wherever this video finds you, all over this great country of ours, the US of A, or whether you're in other countries far away, I hope you'll all take care. Stay safe, and may God bless you all as you bless those in your lives. Goodbye for now. Cleo, you having a s'more kitten caboodle? Spooky, you guarding the door so I can't get in? What are you saying, Speedy? Oh, now Cleo's going to lay in front of the door. They don't want Papa to go in, but he's starting to shiver. Come on, guys. I don't have those big, thick fur coats. Really? You just want your Papa to stay out here. Yeah, you do. They're my babies. I love them to death. Thank you all for making our life the best. Later, all.